Hello everyone. Welcome to the Blender tutorial. Here I will give a short step-by-step tutorial using the 3D Blender software. This tutorial starts from basic to advanced level. I teach you to make animation using Blender software from the basics. My tutorial is for those who want to learn Blender but don't know anything yet. For those of you who have understood this tutorial, you can skip right and you can wait for my upcoming tutorial. Let's get started. Workspace is a group of panels or editors that can be customized and can be used for workflows. You can see above the workspace in here. Workspace in the Blender, covering, layout, modeling, sculpting, UV editing, texture paint, shading, animation, rendering, compositing, scripting, and video editing. Modeling workspaces are used to create models. In the modeling workspace automatically changes the object mode to edit mode. In edit mode you can see vertices, edges and faces of objects. Here you can manipulate objects by editing objects. You do this by pulling the vertex, pulling the edge, or the face. The next workspace is sculpting. Sculpting is a freer-form method of modeling, and usually results in a higher poly count. That can't be used for animation. This is a great tool to start your creation. We will discuss sculpting at a later date. The UV editing workspace is used to edit your UV projection map. Skin this object and stretch the skin on a flat surface. After all, it is a very useful tool for giving texture to your objects, as textures have to be represented in 2D, but projected onto a 3D object. You can see the 3D viewport on the right with the corresponding object UV map on the left. Texture Paint is a tool for editing 3D objects. Here we can color objects directly using a brush. Shading workspace is for material manipulation. Rendering workspace is used for testing or output, that is the final work of yours. Compositing workspace is used for post-processing in After Effects. Compositor in the Blender using node-based. I will discuss this later. Now we see this cursor. This cursor is where the new object that we created appears. This is the cursor. Then we go to the Add menu and click on the object we want. Then we try to move it from object mode to edit mode. And we drag the vertices, so what happens is the shape of the object changes according to what we want. To color objects is also very simple. We go single to the material properties. Then we click the plus button in here and the plus sign for this section. Then Material tab open. Then we go to the Base Color tab, then click on the color. We choose what color we want. Then you drag this part and we overwrite the object that we will color. Another way is by selecting the object and then changing the color in the property Material. If we want to color the object on the side, it's also very easy. First we go to Object Mode, then we select the face of the object. Then we select the material and then we click Assign. Very easy, right? Why this tutorial is not directly into make 3D modeling? Because basically if you want to make a 3D modeling in software 3D, at least you have to know the basics of tools in the software first. So, you know what to do and what tools we to use. I will continue my tutorial to the next episode. Hopefully this tutorial will be useful for you. Thank you very much.